Hi, my name is Boitumelo Pooe, founder of Tumi, which is a business consulting services for the fashion industry. Can I do that again? Hi, my name is Boitumelo Pooe, founder of Tumi, which offers business consulting services to the fashion industry. It is very important to note that before you start any business, you need to have a business plan. So fashion is no exception. So before I write any business plan, I usually ask businesses a number of questions. And today I'm going to share with you 10 of the most important things you need to consider when writing a business plan. So question number 1 would be, what are your expertise? I know that for most designers that seems obvious, but it is really important that you have a focus. So your focus could be t-shirts, your focus could be pants, your focus could be jeans, your focus could be knitwear. But you need to have a specific focus. That is very important. Another focus that you could have could be perhaps fast delivery, good turnaround time. You make your customers feel special. Just know your specific type of expertise. The second question you need to ask yourself is, what are the customer's needs? So there are various needs that you need to fulfill beyond just your product or your service offering. Other needs that you could potentially fulfill as a business or a service could be acceptance, security, recognition, and connection. Knowing the problem that you need to solve could also help you in determining the customer's needs. The third question that you need to ask is, who are your competitors? It is very important to know what industry you are going into. If you don't know the industry you're going into, you have no business being in it. You need to know what products or services could potentially substitute what you want to offer. Understand what you are offering that your competitors can't, and vice versa. Another thing that you need to consider when evaluating your competitors is to look at which services or products complement yours, as that could open up the door to collaborations. Because I feel that one of the things lacking in the fashion industry is the lack of collaborations. Question number 4 that you need to ask is, how are you planning to market your business and who are you marketing to? Do I need to elaborate on that? Question number 5 that you need to ask yourself is, do you understand the specific language required for your business plan? And no, I'm not talking about Zulu, Tsonga, Xhosa, English, Swati, what else is there? Venda, whatever language that you may speak, but I'm actually speaking about the business language that your stakeholders need to understand. It is highly advisable that whenever somebody or an institution requests a business plan from you, that you align the language to that individual or that institution. And please do avoid industry jargon that may not be relatable to any other industries. Question number 6 that you need to ask is, how do you plan on costing your product or services? If you're a designer, for example, make sure that you include as many costs as possible when costing your garments. That could include your packaging cost, label cost, fabric cost, finishing costs, printing costs, transportation, labor. The list is endless. Just make sure that all your costs are included in your final garment cost. Once you have your cost price, I usually work with what we call the rule of third. What that means is that you need to take your cost price and times it by 3. The first third would go to your real wage, the second third would go to expenses, and your remaining third would go to your administration costs. This 7th point is more about your sales forecast and your projections. With that, you'll need to ask yourself the following questions. The first question you need to ask yourself is, what is your pricing range? It is important to have a pricing strategy. Are you going with low prices, premium prices, or very high prices? The second question you need to consider is, what is the realistic value of the products or services you can offer per week? And once you have figured the per week, you need to determine per month, and from per month you can actually determine the annual. And also remember, peak seasons you are going to make more, so take that into consideration. Question number 8 is, who will be your service provider and what will be done in-house? Please note that the most expensive part of your business will be the operations. So you really need to minimize as much costs as possible. So consider the proximity of your suppliers, consider the quality your CMTs offer, consider the transportation and the delivery systems that you are going to make use of. The ninth point is not a question, but more of a statement, like financial statement. The financial statements are the bloodline of your business, which will help you determine the following. Your budget will be determined through your cash flow statement. Your assets and liabilities will be determined through your balance sheet. And your profit margin will be determined through your income statements. And the final question is, does your business plan represent your brand DNA? I cannot stress how important it is that your business plan represents your business. Remember, this is a working document. It is not something to be stored away. If you don't enjoy reading it, don't expect anyone else to. I hope this has been helpful. Just remember, this is just a summary. You need to do your homework and work your business plan. The reason I started this business is because I wanted to establish fundamental goals for businesses in fashion. I moved to Cape Town 5 years ago to work for the South African Fashion Council, and that's when I realized the gap in the industry, that fashion businesses required business processes. So CC Tumi offers the following services: business plan writing, business administration, funding sourcing, as well as funding application writing, facilitation for fashion education, fashion retail, as well as fashion designers. And finally, I also write reports for all the businesses that I just mentioned. That felt natural, hey? No, that's not what I want to say. What did I say? Okay.
Perfect. That's right.
Yes. Thank you so much.